How's it going, everyone? Mountainspyder here with another great event game. So we've jumped into another event here and I really want to showcase what laser focus can do. So if you didn't watch our last video, we actually got really lucky when it came to the last event and we ended up picking up first place in our second event ever played. So we got one event under the belt with laser focus and we're now jumping into our second event. Now unfortunately this is an absolutely terrible opening hand. But considering I have Lily, I've got a little bit of hope for it. The difficulty, sorry, my chair is very noisy. The difficulty is the fact that I have 0 psychic energy. So I really hope Lily's going to put in some great work with this. So the Pokemon TCG series we've been doing so far is showcasing the different theme decks. And at the moment, our most successful theme deck has been the Laser Focus deck. Which is why I considered jumping into the events with Laser Focus. And so far, I'm really enjoying these event challenges. Ended up picking up first place last time, which was 3 booster packs. And I hope to play another 2 or 3 more of these events, picking up quite a few more boosters. And then hopefully going to be doing a session with opening all those boosters and actually making our first Pokemon deck. With what we get from those boosters to supplement what I have so far. So I'm quite excited to jump into this this third event. Unfortunately, the first game is a mirror match, and this is a rather bad opening hand. But hopefully Lily can bring in at least 1 psychic energy. So let's get Mountainspyder going, and I can now go straight into first contact. Which I would definitely want 1 Inkay and 1 Necrozma to come from this. So let's go into first contact. Unfortunately, I did play the Tauros there just to get more draws. Might not have been the best play in the world, but I just want to make sure that I could actually get some more draws, more chance of getting energy out. Because if I didn't get that energy, I would have been in serious trouble. So I do have a Silvally. 1 Silvally is a prize card. I see 1 Inkay is also a prize card. And I've got 2 Mysterious Treasures. Okay, this is pretty decent. I'm happy with what I think my prize cards are. Okay. So I can actually get this Necrozma online very early and start putting pressure on my opponent. Oh, my opponent's also got Malamar out very quickly. And I want to get this Silvally out very early. So I need to get this Necrozma online as quickly as possible. And considering I have this Weakness Guard energy, that's a huge buff for what I can do with it. The only problem is I can't actually use this Malamar to charge up Necrozma just yet. Because I don't have any energy in my discard pile. Which is unfortunate, but it's not the end of the world. So let's get Malamar going. And let's see if we can get some luck with Bugcatcher. Bugcatcher is really one of my favorite supporter cards. Just for that chance to draw 4 cards has so much value. I don't want to reveal that I have Weakness Guard yet. I want to basically surprise my opponent with that. Okay, let's start getting some residual damage off. It seems like my opponent is struggling a bit in terms of energy. Which means we can get a bit of a lucky start and start sweeping sooner rather than later. I'm surprised my opponent went for evolving his active type Null into Silvally rather than the one on the bench. Simply because I'm able to get some damage off on him. Even would have been a case of just holding out on his evolution until he actually has the required energy. Because now I should be able to get the Silvally down fairly easily. Let's see. Next turn I can get a second energy down, and then the third turn I can swap in this Necrozma. So I have 1 more turn of not really doing too much, and then from there on we can actually start getting this ball rolling. As soon as I see that Necrozma charge up, I might actually retreat my Necrozma out. Because I don't want to lose a Weakness Guard Necrozma too early. That's actually a little bit scary, because now my opponent can just put 1 energy down and swap it out. So I need to be very careful for when this Necrozma of theirs actually charges up. Okay, let's get some more draws going. These are some fairly decent draws, and I think Gumshoos can actually have quite a bit of value in this matchup. Considering I'm playing into my weakness, I'm playing into the Psychic weakness. So I'm actually okay seeing Gumshoos. At the moment, I think Tauros is actually my sacrifice. If I need to go into something. Well, Miss Spirit first, but I'm okay with losing Tauros as well, being able to get a Gumshoos down. So with regards to these challenges, let me know if there are any theme decks you want to be looking at. I can pick up those theme decks and then actually showcase them on the channel. And at least then you can see, you can get an idea of what decks you want to be playing with. I'm actually okay with swapping in Necrozma at this stage. And I really want to get that energy in my discard pile so I can start using the Malamar. So let's get the Psychic Energy going onto Necrozma to make sure he's not going to be taking too much damage. The Surfboard I actually want to hold off onto right now. And I want to start charging up. I've got 2 Soul Valleys in my deck. I actually want to start charging up a Type Null. Because worst case scenario, if I need to sacrifice something, I can just sacrifice this my Spirit. So let's get some draws going. I really want to be seeing a Soul Valley soon. Okay, let's get Special Laser off. I would really like to see a Soul Valley soon. There's my second weakness guard. That is huge. That means when my second Necrozma comes in, I'm sorted with that Necrozma. Now I'm very curious as to what my opponent's play is going to be, and I sincerely hope they don't have a Switch or a Titanesia in their hand. Because what they might do now is they might charge up Necrozma, and then use Malamar to get Necrozma with 3 energies, and then swap that Necrozma in to deal with more damage. That's my concern at the moment, because the thing is, if my Necrozma goes down, I don't actually have a lot to back him up. My bench is looking rather sad at the moment. Because soon my opponent... Oh, but they can still have Switch or Tate and Lisa. Maybe we should actually be charging up this Tauros instead. I think I'm actually going to be playing the slow game here. Gonna charge up Tauros. And put onto your bench. Oh, I wish the Skull Phone was into your hand. So the thing is, I don't really want to be losing this Necrozma so early. I'm just going to go for a barrier attack. So my thinking is I want to actually swap in this Tauros and start getting some damage off with this Tauros. Until I've got a second Pokemon on my bench that can deal some damage. Because I'm very concerned about losing this Necrozma. Does my opponent still have energy? No, he doesn't. Because Smash Kick now won't deal any damage, and even if he swaps out, he's now played his energy there, so he can't swap in and deal a lot of damage. So there's Soul Valley, which is quite big. Unfortunately, I should have actually charged up that Soul Valley. But now that I have Soul Valley on my backline, I'm not too concerned about losing this Necrozma. So let me go for a energy onto Soul Valley. And I'm just going to go straight ahead with Special Laser. I'm comfortable enough that I think I can play a little bit risky with this. Because I want to start getting this pressure down. I don't want to give my opponent too much time, because it does look like they're having energy problems. So if I can put the pressure on earlier, I'll be a lot happier. That's what I was worried about, was the special energy. That's unfortunate. I was worried my opponent was baiting into that. That's a bit unfortunate, but okay. So my Necrozma is going to be going down here. And it's going to take a bit for me to get their Necrozma down as well. So I think I'm going to go into Tauros. Just so I can get a bit of 60 damage off, and then come in with Soul Valley and take him out after that. Because this will deal 80 plus 60 is 140, so I'll take him out next turn. So unfortunately, I'm going to be losing my Necrozma, which is unfortunate. So it's a good play from my opponent's side. Not exactly entirely unexpected, but it was a good play. I hope they don't have their second weakness guard. And I do hope I get to actually get my next Necrozma out. Okay. Bit unfortunate, but it happens. That was my worry. But I didn't want to play it so safe. Because, I mean, the only card that would have saved them there was that Weakness Guard Energy. And unfortunately, my opponent had it, which does happen. So let's charge up the Sorvali, let's get him going. And I actually want to get my Gumshoos ready as well. Okay, that's everything I need to do there. Don't need anything there. Let's go to Berserker's Tackle. Let's get this damage off. Because now if my opponent knocks out Tauros, my Sorvali will come in and knock out his Necrozma. The issue is if the Sorvali goes down, then I'm in a bit of trouble. Because my opponent's got this Necrozma online already. Which is a little bit scary. I actually need drawn to my second Necrozma very soon. So the thing is, I don't want to use Cynthia and try and get Necrozma down because I don't want to lose his Weakness Guard energy. But I desperately need to draw into Necrozma very soon. A second Sorvali would also work. But I think losing that Necrozma so early was a big mistake on my side. I should have played it safer. I think I definitely should have played that safer. Tad unfortunate, but hey. So let's see what my opponent ends up doing. I don't think I'm going to be able to play for time in this. Because there's not too much my opponent has to do. They can't O-hit KO my Sorvali next turn. So it does give me a little bit of time. Energy is not what I want to be drawing into at this stage. So let's start charging up this Gumshoos with the energy I need. I'm not too concerned with using energy from my hand. I've got a lot of energy in hand as well. Okay, so there's nothing here I really want to be playing at the moment. So yeah, let's just go into this. So, I am one ahead in prize cards. But if my opponent has a second Weakness Guard energy in hand, I'm in serious trouble. That is not what I want to be seeing right now. So unfortunately Sorvali can't O-hit KO anything here. Oh, sorry, not O-hit KO anything. Can't O-hit KO everything. The Necrozma can't take out immediately. And the only way for me to take out Gumshoos with a one singular attack is actually using Sorvali. And if Sorvali sticks around, he's going to go down next turn. I need a stronger bench. This is a problem. I might need to bring up my Spirit again just to get that second Necrozma on the field. I actually think I want to get that second Necrozma on the field. So my idea is, I don't know if I want to knock out those Gumshoos and risk losing Sorvali to get the second Necrozma down, or if I want to play it a bit safe, draw the game out a bit, and get my Spirit down. I don't know what the better play is. I prefer putting pressure on, but I'm worried about overextending. Because I really do not want to get knocked out in the first round. It sounds really bad, but the energy troubles for my opponents are actually doing quite well for me winning on time and actually roping them. My opponent's down to actually only having 4 minutes left. And using Malamars to bring back energy, and using hand reshuffles, it ends up using quite a lot of your time. Considering my opponent's type nulls on 3 energy, I'm really concerned that they have a Sorvali. But again, Sorvali won't O-hit KO me. The only thing that O-hit KO me will be Necrozma special energy. So now what are the chances my opponent has second energy in hand? I actually want to use Malamar to put that onto my Spirit. I I don't actually have another player at the moment. Malamar doesn't do a lot, but I've got energy in hand that I may as well use. I really hope they don't have the weakness guard. If they've got the weakness guard energy, I'm going to be in a lot of trouble. Because the thing is now, if he's got a weakness guard, Silvali's down, which means I need to bring out my spirit to fetch myself. He's got a weakness guard. Ah, that's a problem. That's a very big problem. I actually hope I top deck Necrozma right now so I can get an extra energy down onto him. Ooh, I need to draw Necrozma or I need to draw the Mystic. That is not what I need. That's bad. That's very, very bad. Okay, let's start charging up Malamar just because reasons. Oh, that is very bad. Because the problem is, even using first contact here onto my Necrozma is that there's nothing here I even want to really do. It's just Necrozma I want. The problem is now I'm behind with energy. If my opponent's going to knock this out now, no problem. Which means he'll be down to 2 prize cards. And he'll knock out my Gumshoos the next turn, which means he'll be down to 1 prize card. This is going to be a very tight game. I think I have it. I think I have this game. The reason I say that is because my opponent knocked out my Spirit this turn. I play Gumshoos. Next turn, I'm able to load up my Necrozma. But now here comes the problem. Is that I can't let my opponent bring in the Necrozma. Because the thing is, I can't knock out this type null. My opponent's got a Silvally in hand, I lose this. Yeah, if my opponent has Silvally in hand, I lose this. That's unfortunate. Because if my opponent has Silvally, they can knock out Gumshoos this turn. Which means I have to go into Necrozma. And then their Necrozma can finish me off. If they don't have Silvally this turn, then I'm okay. Opponent's down at 2 minutes. This really does come down. My opponent's had some fantastic draws. And if they're sitting with Silvally in hand, that's game. Because Silvally will knock out Gumshoos, I have to bring in Necrozma. Necrozma will knock out his Silvally, and I can't even use the barrier attack to do it. That'll knock out Silvally, and then Necrozma will come in. Necrozma will knock out my Necrozma, and that'll be game. He doesn't have it. Oh, that's huge. That is huge. Because now if Gumshoos knocks this out, I'll be down to 1 prize card, my opponent will be down to 2. They'll have to bring in Necrozma. My Necrozma ends out the game. I think that's game. So Gumshoos goes to the alert headbutt, knocks out type null. I'm down to 1 prize card. Oh, there's my Silvally. I actually forgot it was a prize card. My opponent has to bring in Necrozma. Well, it doesn't really matter what they bring in, but Necrozma makes the most sense. Brings in Necrozma. Knocks out Gumshoes. My opponent will be down to 1 prize card left. My Necrozma comes in with the special laser and knocks out whatever he brings in. That's game. This is a very tight first game. These mirror matches are very tough. I got lucky in the last event. Spoilers if you haven't watched the episode yet. I would suggest going back and watching it. It was actually some really good games. Yeah, that's the one. I was lucky in the previous event that I didn't get any mirror matches. And unfortunately now that was my first mirror match and that was really, really tough. Oh, shame we were the last people playing. Okay, so we're in the semi-finals for this event. So Lee's going to be getting 4th or 5th. So let's jump straight into our next game and let's see if we can get into the finals. So our second game is going to be up against... I keep forgetting the name of this deck. I want to say Searing Fire, Searing Heat, Soaring. I've really forgotten the name of this deck. I can't see it. Okay. I don't want to open the type null. I got a weakness card in the opening hand, which is a bit awkward that the fact that I have Cynthia. I don't want another. I really don't want another Miss Spirit on the bench. So I'm actually happy with this. You can put a type null down. Okay. Let's see, Miss Spirit. Okay, my opponent doesn't have a bench right now, but it doesn't really matter with their deck. This is a bit unfortunate actually that I got the first turn. I would have preferred going second. I much prefer going second with this deck. I don't want to use Cynthia. 1, 2, 3. I'll be getting 2 extra cards. I'll play Cynthia, but I'll be losing weakness card, which I don't think is worth it, especially against this deck. Yeah, this has been unfortunate. I really don't like going first with this deck. Because I'm very scared of my opponent's deck. The fact the Charizard that run this deck, the fact that it's able to bring out about 150 damage is a bit terrifying. So I know that their stage 2 Pokemon can knock out all of my Pokemon in one shot. Is very worrying. I actually played against this deck in the last event game, and my opponent had all of their Charmeleons as prize cards, which essentially shut down their deck completely, which was really unfortunate for my opponent. It was in the semi-finals actually as well, and it was a really unfortunate game because my opponent was essentially throttled. They couldn't use half their deck. Okay, that's an Inkay. That's always quite nice. Let's start charging up this type null. So things I'm going to be bringing in Necrozma soon. So I actually want to hold on to these energies. Okay, let's bring in those Necrozmas. Sincerely hope Necrozma... Yeah, okay. Nope, I don't want type null. I want Necrozmas. Okay, 1 Silvally is a prize card. Okay. And this is here as well, that's good. Okay. 1 Silvally is a prize card, so I don't want to actually pick up this type null. I think it's getting more value actually getting the... I don't want to pick up Ordinio for the draw with hearing. But I don't have the surfboard, that doesn't really help. Do I have both surfboards here? I do. I think I'd rather go into Inkay. Okay. So we're in a fairly good position. I can start loading up one of these Necrozmas quite well. If I draw into a Malamar, I can then get my energy game sorted out. So I'm in a fairly okay position. A little bit slow, but okay. The Spirit can now go on the offensive and knock out the Nidoran. Luckily, the weakness does help. Yeah, my opponent's deck does run Copycat, which is a bit awkward because I tend to have a large hand size running Laser Focus, which gives my opponent a lot of value with Copycat. But what can you do? I wouldn't have actually mind having a Yangoose. I should have actually taken a Yangoose for Gumshoes. Well, I guess I can use Pokemon Fan Club. And let's get a Yangoose art, and let's get a type no art. Okay. I don't want to reveal I have weakness guard energy. I would like my opponent to find that out the hard way. Okay, let's get some damage going. So I actually do need to draw into some energy. Ideally I need like one more energy. And then I need to start getting Malamars out to make sure that energy game stays good. But I mean, once I've got this weakness guard energy down onto Necrozma, I'm not too concerned about using Cynthia. Like, it'd be nice to evolve my young Goose into a Gumshoos, but it's not the end of the world. So there's my second energy. I'm quite happy with that. I think next turn I might drop this weakness guard energy down and actually evolve. Sorry, not evolve, and actually use Cynthia. I'm really not attached to this hand too much. Energy, it's always decent. I'm now in a fairly good spot when it comes to my energy. My opponent does look like they're playing it safe a bit. My concern of bringing out Necrozma this early on is this Charmeleon. It's very easy if my opponent's sitting with a Charizard in hand, they might be baiting out this Charmeleon play. Same with Rapidash. They're most likely baiting these two plays out, which is a very large concern for me. Because Charizard can hit this Necrozma, and if that happens, I'm in a very bad position. Very bad position. Actually, I'm going to do what I said. Let's get this weakness guard energy down. And let's go for Cynthia. I'm really not too attached to this hand. I'd really like to see a Silvally. And I'd really like to see a Malamar come out. So this hand is looking a bit better. My bench is looking a lot healthier right now. I'm not too concerned about losing Necrozma. But that being said, I prefer to lose Necrozma once my Silvally is online. So I'm going to actually just carry on doing Mumbles for now. I think it's a little bit too early to bring out Necrozma. I think next turn I must actually bring out Necrozma. Yeah, I think next turn, let's do it. My reasoning for it is I don't want to give my opponent too much time. I'm very scared of what my opponent's deck can do late game. So I think I'd rather get this going quicker, risk losing my Necrozma. I can just do two special. I don't want to take 2 turns to get rid of this Farfetch'd. I think let's just get this going. I'm taking a big risk, and I think I'm actually going to lose this Necrozma next turn. But I don't want to give my opponent too much time. There's a second Silvally. That is awesome. Unfortunately, I've lost my type Null, because it was in my previous hand. But having the second Silvally in my hand is really... It makes me feel a lot more comfortable. That I can then draw into the type Null and get something done. I am waiting for my Malamars to come out to sort my energy game out. I was worried my opponent had Rapidash in hand, because they can now play Agility. If my opponent gets Agility off, and there's the Charizard. I wouldn't be surprised, yeah, if they bring in Charizard and knock out my Necrozma. That is unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. Yeah, because I've got no way of knocking out this Charizard. I was really hoping I didn't have Charizard in hand yet. Because this Charizard can just sweep at the moment. Next turn, I think I'm definitely bringing in this Mountainspyder. I think let's bring in Mountainspyder for a while. Get some damage off. Actually, no, I need to charge up Silvally. Yeah, that's a bit unfortunate losing Necrozma that early. It was a bit of a risky play bringing him in, but I didn't want to stall this game out too long. The thing is, I can't risk this going to super late game against this deck. I need to get this pressure going. Ordinio is actually not a bad sacrifice because I can just have Hearing down and just get free draws out of it. So yeah, let's get some more cards in hand. Let's get some more options going. There's U-turn board. U-turn board's actually great with Ordinio. Okay, I'll attach it next turn rather. Oh, I need to draw into a Malamar, because if I draw into a Malamar, I can put an energy on my Spirit, retreat my Spirit for Ordino, put the energy onto Silvally, retreat Ordino with the Surfboard into Silvally, and get some damage off. Or at least start doing something. I really hate playing against Copycat with the Laser Focus, because Laser Focus always ends up having a very large hand. And this is a situation I really don't want to be in. I don't want to be sitting until late game. So I actually need my opponent to do that Roaring Respite one more time. Roaring Resolve one more time, because then Silvally can come in and actually knock him out. Okay, let's just go into Ordinio. Yeah, that's fine. I'd rather get the draw off. Let's go into Ordinio. Mysterious Treasure, yes, please. I want to get Mysterious Treasure. Dedenne, I'm never going to use you. Let's bring out... Yeah, let's see my deck. Let's bring out this Malamar, so I can finally get my energy game back online. Let's get Malamar down. Let's start using Malamar to Psychic Recharge up the Silvally. I'm actually not going to bring in Silvally this turn, because Silvally can't knock out this Charizard just yet. Let's do a Hearing. Let's see what comes out of Hearing. Weakness Guard. That is big. That is very, very big. Let's go for Bug Catcher. It's nice. I'm actually looking for a type Null right now. I don't want to swap into Silvally just yet. Don't want to sacrifice something. I don't want to give my opponent more prize cards. I'd rather... Let's put some value on this Ordinio. So I'm thinking, let's put some value on Ordinio. So my opponent goes for the Roaring Resolve. If my opponent goes for Roaring Resolve, I can then bring in Silvally, which will knock out Charizard. The Charizard goes down, they'll most likely bring in Rapidash. Or not. What are they doing? My opponent saw it. You know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to bring in... Oh wait, Malamar deals 6 damage. I always think Malamar deals 90. I should have evolved this Gumshoes. I should have played Young Goose last turn and evolved him. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? That was actually stupid, I forgot about that. I think I actually need to play the Silvally. I think next turn I need to use a Cynthia to get a new hand. I've got too many energies in my hand. I don't want to be sitting with this. But I really want to get a type Null. I want to draw into type Null quite badly right now. Did I play energy this turn? Yeah, I did. I don't know how I'm going to win this game. This backline Charizard is a serious problem. Switch is always nice. Should have one more energy in here. Yeah, I do. I wonder if agility is going to go off. Because if agility goes off, I'm in trouble and I've got to swap into Tauros. If agility doesn't go off, Silvally can knock it out. Okay, so unfortunately agility went off. which means I'm in a lot of trouble now. Let's put Gumshoes down. I think let's just swap out my Silvally. Tauros can just take a hit. Let's get this going. Let's charge up this Gumshoes. I think let's go for Cynthia. It's a bit unfortunate. They'll be losing the Silvally. I really don't want to lose Silvally though. I should have actually brought in Inkay. Let Inkay go down. I don't even know what the right play was there. Let's charge up this Gumshoes. And we're done. Yeah, we're done. I can't deal damage Rapidash. That agility just stalls this game out, which is such an issue against my opponent's deck. Unfortunately, my time is going down to just more than 5 minutes, which is a bit worrying. These events are stressful. Damn. These events are very stressful. Okay, please, I need agility to not go off. Okay, agility doesn't go off, which means my Silvally can come in and close this up. So, let's swap these out. Let's bring in Silvally. Let's charge up. What should I charge up? I think Silvally goes down next turn. To Fire Fang shouldn't knock him out. Do I want to play these energies? I'm gonna play on Tauros just because. And let's get some damage off. So let's get rid of Rapidash. That's a bit of fresh air. I'm expecting Silvally to go down. Ordino is not bad to have. Oh, I'm okay having an Ordino. Ordino is nice just for hearing. And then just retreating Ordino after getting the hearing draw off. Now, the question is, do they have a second Charizard? Have a second Charizard, I think I've lost this game. If they don't have a second Charizard, it might be good. Might be. I'm very concerned right now. They seem to get rather unlucky the fact that they haven't got a Nidoqueen out. I'm wondering if their Nidoqueens are actually prize cards. Okay, I'm definitely swapping out this Silvally now. I don't want them to get more prize cards. So I'm going to retreat into Gumshoes, because Gumshoes can knock out this Charmeleon regardless. Let's get the energy back onto Silvally, so at least Silvally can come in and O-hit KO or something. That's not a Charizard. Okay, charging up Silvally again. And as much as I hate it, the thing is, what value do I get if I do this? I don't actually get any value. No, I don't get any value. I'm not going to do it. So, let's get Alert Headbutt down. We're down to 1 prize card, which means now that whatever my opponent plays, I can knock it out with Necrozma. So, I think we are in the finals for our next event. So, for our third event, which I'm quite happy with. I'm quite happy with Laser Focus, that we can use Laser Focus to get into the finals back-to-back events. So that just goes to show that Laser Focus really is a good theme deck, and if you're looking for a reliable theme deck to pick up, I would highly suggest picking up this Laser Focus deck. You can do a lot with it. It's done well on the Versus ladder, and it's doing very well in the event games. So I'm down 1 prize card, which means it's now safe to bring out Necrozma, which my opponent knows. I could have brought out the Silvally there and closed the game out with Silvally, but let's end this. Special Laser, and that's the end of this game. So we are now in the finals, which is really, really exciting. I can't believe I actually got back-to-back finals on my second and third events. But, oh man, I was actually really hoping for the event ticket. I'm enjoying these events a lot. Let's see, what do I get? 25. That's not bad. I'll be able to pick up 2 more theme decks or a lot of boosters. Oh, my opponents are still playing, so there's still 6 left. So I'm still on 900 Poke Points. After this, even if I get knocked out now in second place, I'll be picking up at least 100 more trainer tokens. I think I get 100. I think I get 150, but I'm not entirely sure. I'll be getting at least 100 more tokens. So I don't actually know. I'm on the fence because I'm now sitting with 3 booster packs. And I'm hoping to get the win on this. I'm picking up 3 more. And I'd actually like to make a standard deck from a bunch of boosters. But I'd like to open like 10 plus. So I'm going to cut this video here and I'll resume it once again once the timer drops down. Cheers everyone. Okay, welcome back everyone. The next round is starting. So we are now in the finals. And we are playing against MMDXXXIX. That is a date, and my brain is way too asleep right now to tell you what that date is. Yeah, no, it's not happening. My brain's asleep. I'm sorry. That is actually an okay hand. I'm actually okay with this. This is decent. I would prefer if I wasn't going first, but that's alright, I guess. Let's get rid of an energy. And I would like to get myself... Let's see what we have, first of all. Okay, my second Silvally is actually in my prize cards. But what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be bringing in a Malamar. Because Mountainspyder is going to make sure I get an NK next turn. So at this game, I'm guaranteed to have a Malamar early on to make sure my energy game is sorted. So these Slugma can't do anything to me this turn. Next turn might be a little bit scary, but that's okay. What about opponent discard? Houndoom. Okay. Ooh, I'm surprised they discarded a Houndoom. Look for Macago. That makes sense. I wish I could view that. So what? I'm actually just started playing MTG Arena. And one nice thing is that if you like know what card your opponent put into their hand, you can view it, which is quite nice. Let's see. Unfortunately, I can't actually play any bench Pokemon. Oh, this is actually a serious problem. I just realized. Oh no, it won't actually matter. I can do first contact. I thought I was going to lose a game, but I won't lose. So let's bring out NK, let's bring out Type Null, and let's bring out Necrozma. Okay, because my Spirit's most likely going to be going down this next turn, which is always unfortunate, but it's not the end of the world. Because there goes Macago. Smooth over. Once during your turn before you attack, you may search your deck for a card, shuffle your deck, and then put that card on top of it. So he's basically fixing his next draw, which is always scary. It's a second turn, so he can't hit me with Combustion just yet. So my spirit will actually be alive. I don't have to worry there. Okay. Unfortunately, I can't take out this Macago this turn, which would have been nice, but oh well. Yeah, let's go for Bug Catcher. Let's see what draw. Bad draws, but that's okay. So let's get Silvally online. Let's get Malamar online. This is quite a nice, good start. And I don't know if I actually want to start charging up Necrozma this early. Entei has 130 HP, so I might actually need Necrozma online earlier. So let's bring Necrozma online early. Okay, let's charge up Necrozma, and let's get my bench sorted out. So I would be very happy getting my second Necrozma down. I'll be very happy getting my second Type Null down. I don't need a second Malamar. This Gumshoes has actually come in handy a few times. But my other option is Ordinio, which gets me a lot of draws. I don't have the Surfboard yet. I got 2 there. I think I'd rather get oh wait, I can only take 2. Never mind. Okay. I'm very happy with this bench. I do hope I get Silvally as my first prize card, just to make myself that much more comfortable. I was going to say, my opponent's bench is looking a little bit thin at the moment. But let's see, they should have whatever cards they need now. Oh, that's unfortunate. They've got to be bringing out like an Entei or something as their top card right now. I really wish I had a way to discard the top card. That'd be great. Okay. So unfortunately for my opponent, this is game. So I'm sorry, mate, but well played. That was a very short final. I apologize, guys, but hey, that is our second event win with Laser Focus. If you do not own this theme deck and you want to be playing with just theme decks, I would highly suggest you pick it up. Hey, we've got another event ticket. I would highly suggest you pick up the Laser Focus. It is a fantastic theme deck and it performs very well in the events. So, let's see. That is our win. So we get 3 more booster packs, which is quite nice to see. We're still on over 1,000 Poke Points, which is fantastic. Let's see. Tournament completed. Yes, thank you for letting me know. That means we can actually pick up either 2 more theme decks, if anyone wants to check out any new theme decks. Or we can start picking up some boosters and start making some standard decks for that. Because at the moment, I haven't opened my boosters yet, so I've got 6 boosters sitting in my collection. 2, 2, and 2. I've got 15 more event tickets. I might play another event in the next video. You'll just have to wait and see. So, thanks for watching, everyone. If you did like this video, please do consider liking and subscribing for more content. And yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Cheers. Enjoy.